My name is Diana Studenberg from the rock band Trope, and I'm the vocalist in the band. We've got two guitar players, Moonhead and Joe Chicha. The drummer's name is Sasha Siegel, and the bass player is Todd Dema. The way I would describe Trope's sound is we're definitely heavily influenced by 90s alternative rock, and we also add in a lot of, polyrhythmic elements, time changes between all the instruments, including the vocals, and even at times try to bend the structure of a standard kind of rock or pop song. So some of the songs don't have choruses, some of them do. So far on the first album, everything kind of is quite song-based and compact in the sense of fitting into a 4-minute song, but the stuff can be quite experimental, and there's a lot of contrast between light and dark. So sometimes the guitars are quite heavy and the vocals are delicate, and then sometimes the guitars are quite delicate. Sometimes the bass is leading a delicate bass line. So there's a lot of melody in all the instruments that kind of take turns in showcasing themselves. The drums are another example of that. At times they're quite tribal, and at times they are softer and more laid back, and at times they're actually extremely aggressive, almost verging on metal. So we do blend genres in that sense. At times there are, you'll hear very quite metal influenced stuff, alt rock, classic rock, into our own kind of amalgamation of all those elements. Some of the bands and artists who have influenced us the most have been Jeff Buckley, Nina Simone, U2, Radiohead, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, A Perfect Circle, Peter Gabriel. Some of the yardsticks for the band have been recording our debut album with Mike Fraser engineering and David Bottrell mixing and Ted Jensen mastering the album. Another yardstick was recording our Shout video with Stuart Wellen, who's the DOP on The Flash, and getting invited onto a tour with King's X in Europe. Loudwire selecting our song Surrogate off our debut album, which just came out March 31st, as one of the best songs of rock and metal from their staff picks for the month of April, and also getting terrestrial radio play in North America and Europe, and charting in Bulgaria most recently. Some of the best times with the band has definitely been our live shows, playing Summerfest and at the Whiskey in Los Angeles. Also spending 50 days in the studio tracking the album was a really, really wonderful experience. I think one of the worst things was developing relationships with people and then realizing they're not what you expect them to be, and then being disappointed from that. But I think those things always come with two sides of a coin. There's the learning experience that comes from that, and then the ascension therefrom. So even though it's hard in the moment, there is always a benefit, even though it's challenging to go through from those things. My profession is I'm a musician, songwriter, actor. And hobbies are, I love painting, reading, writing poetry, and sometimes occasionally taking a walk.